Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Jersey Shore Pondscapes Videos. My name is Chris, and today we are doing another video in a whole series of videos that I'm doing about pond plants. This particular video is about irises. Irises are a very common perennial. They can be grown in your koi ponds or water gardens and along stream beds, bog areas, as well as in your flower garden, perennial garden, your landscaping around your house. They're very common. So there are many different varieties of irises, some of which are not going to grow in the water as well as others. Okay, so there definitely are specific varieties that can grow in your pond much better than some others that can grow, in your landscape beds. Now, typically irises can grow anywhere from a foot and a half tall, all the way to varieties that have 3 to 4 foot tall. They come in a variety of colors, from yellows to pinks to whites to purples. And they also, there's a variety that is a variegated leaf. It's a variegated Siberian iris, Japanese iris, that's beautiful. It's one of my favorite plants all around. It has variegated green and white leaves with nice purple flowers on top. Very showy plant. But most common you're gonna find is a yellow variety called Pseudochorus. Now this is also a large plant. This is one that's going to grow at 3 to 4 foot tall, and typically most irises are going to flower late spring or very early summer. They have a nice flowering season, not too long but not too short either. They will flower for a few weeks. After the flowers drop off, you're still left with an attractive looking leafy lush plant. So they are really great choices for your pond. Typically they're going to grow in bog areas, right? Marginal areas. They're not going to be a plant you're going to put down deep in the bottom of your pond, okay? It's something that's going to sit on a shelf, top of the pot, just a couple of inches under the water surface, or perhaps in a bog filter, in a gravelly beach area, something in shallower water on the edge surrounding of the pond. I mentioned this yellow variety, okay? I have a couple pictures up here of that, the Pseudochorus. Now, typically when you buy these plants, they're going to come in a smaller container, okay? Maybe a 1 gallon container, maybe a 2 gallon, okay? And just keep in mind that these are going to be a tall, leafy plant that can blow over easily in a heavy wind. So definitely recommend that you repot these into larger containers, as large as you can, comfortably put on the shelf or in your pond. They will grow to fill that container. This is a perennial, like many others, that will grow and grow and grow and grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger each year. I've seen a lot of these plants that were originally, in a smaller pot, and the pot's this big, and the plant's now this big, okay? I've pulled some of these plants out of ponds, and it's just one big clump of roots and plant, and I find that in the center there's a little pot sometimes. Okay, so they definitely will grow outside of their pot, and their roots are really thick. Okay, so that being kept in mind, if you do plant these directly into your pond, into gravel, directly into the pond, take them out of the pot, keep in mind that eventually they can take over an entire area. okay? Like I said, the roots become very dense, very thick, and spread extensively. So, you know, a lot of pond plants are very invasive over time. So just like any plant in your perennial garden, you know, they need to be cut back, maintained, controlled, you know, even deadheaded. And if you do that, you can really, you know, keep the plant under control and it'll look beautiful. So keep that in mind. I have seen these plants used a lot in patio container gardens, okay? They're a beautiful plant. They're a really nice plant. Also, they're great for if you have a bog filter. This is a great plant for the bog filter because of its rich, huge root system, okay? Those root systems really pull in a lot of nutrients out of the water. But again, keep in mind that it could take over a bog filter, okay? Or plant filter. So just some things to think of. Again, there's many different colors, right? The yellows, pinks, whites, purples, different sizes, right? Smaller ones, little Siberian irises are smaller. Some of the Japanese irises are a little smaller. And then you have larger plants as well. Okay, so there is also another plant that's popular for the pond. It's called a sweet flag. Sweet flag looks almost identical to an iris. It has a large, you know, long, slender, leafy leaves, but they do not flower. So the leaves look exactly identical, but it does not have the flowers. So just something to keep in mind. And sweet flag comes both in just plain green and also a variegated version as well. So just, you know, keep in mind, right? Make sure you know which one you are purchasing, because if you buy a sweet flag and you say it looks like an iris and then it's not going to flower, you may be a little disappointed, okay? So yeah, so that's basically a rundown with irises. Again, just keep in mind they can grow extremely big and take over areas of your pond if you don't keep them contained. But they are a beautiful plant. They're a showy plant. They look great all season long, and they're definitely a nice addition to your pond or water garden. Okay. So great, thanks for watching. I hope you had got some useful information there. And you know, please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to my channel if you are definitely, you know, really interested in koi ponds, waterfalls, water gardens, and all that kind of stuff. I also have a website called www.pondscapesandmore.com, and it shows a whole bunch of work that I've done over the past 25 years, and lots of different pictures and stuff of ponds and koi ponds and all kinds of stuff. So again, thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you again next time. Take care. Thank you. Bye.